Hello, and welcome back to Look at Data. What was all that about? Well, I'll tell you. Today I'm here to right or wrong. When I reviewed the ZYBEX game last week, I used one of the versions was the Atari one, and because I'm emulating, I'm using whatever copies I can get my hands on, and it turns out the copy I was using was a dodgy, bizarre, hacked one. So here's a handy pro tip, kids. If you're reviewing games online, make sure you use the real damn version of the game and not some weird hacked one. So what I've done is I'm quickly re-reviewing it. The main reason for this... and again, as always, I'm a rubbish gamer. The main reason for this is that the version I reviewed was missing the backgrounds. Yes, no backgrounds, so on the one sense, nothing to look at other than your enemies, but on the other hand, there was nothing for me to hit, so it doesn't really... And I'd compared it to the Commodore, and one of the things I said was the Commodore did have landscape and backgrounds and lovely things that you can watch me crash into. So it's not really fair to review the Atari one based on a hacked version, so I've gone with the correct version. This is the tape version. It's the same one that I actually use on my real nuts and bolts Atari 800 XL. And yes, there you go, we have lovely backgrounds. They're similar enough to the Commodore. I think slightly lower res, but again, I'm a big champion for the Atari, mainly because it was such an underdog in the scene that I was involved in when I was growing up, that I probably will be completely biased and say the Atari version's a little bit better than the Commodore. But both versions very good. Don't touch the Spectrum one, it's terrible. It's horrible. So just to go through this again, ZYBEX made a brilliant use of the controls for 8-bit micros, in the sense you've only one fire button, so you use it to switch your various weapons, and the computer does all the firing for you. Oh god, I am really bad. Thanks, by the way, lovely chap left a message on the ZYBEX review just pointing at the fact that a lot of newer games, the whole concept of different weapons versus different types of enemy is used an awful lot on a lot of more modern games, so it's a handy tip. He also pointed the audio levels were terrible on the last review, so hopefully they're a bit better. So thanks for that. All reviews, all criticism taken very well. So yeah, ZYBEX, it's still really good. I may possibly even make it to the end of the level there. This is a great example. That barrier weapon is very good for, or at least it will be if it's firing it properly, will be very good against enemies that are coming towards you. The rail gun, there we go, would have been better against that guy just facing there, but good against single enemies that need to be taken out. I think the barrier, when it's fully powered up, actually fires bullets up and down the screen as well, so there you go. End of level. Very good. The other thing I found when I went back and compared my real version of this versus the odd copy I have is the level names are all completely different. So I thought I should have copped it when one of the level names was Commodore and another one was Atari on the previous version. But yeah, these have all got proper science fiction names. Well, moons, I think. I think of Jupiter and Saturn and things like that. Titan's definitely a moon. Rictus is something that happens to your teeth, so okay, I think we'll go with Rictus because that sounds nice and healthy. So let's see how long I can last here. Let's count down. 10, 9, 8. There you go. My brilliant gaming skills coming to the fore there. So there you go. We have right or wrong. ZYBEX has got a proper review and well worth checking out. But again, not the Spectrum one. It's terrible. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.